Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this fantastic evening. Superb, superb. Good evening, good evening, good evening. चलिए, so आज का अध्याय शुरू करते हैं. Any new member in the room right now? My recording is on, right? Okay, good. All right, chalo. Any new member in the room right now? Just type me in the chat box. You can just shift it to the left so that. Good evening, everybody. No new member, na? हाँ, obviously. So Monday generally we have the new member because Sunday webinar के बाद new member आ जाते हैं. Saturday को generally most of the people are a little senior. Okay, so today we are going to go for the topic called attribute agreement analysis. How many of you are aware about it? Just type A in the chat box. And how many of you are not aware? Just type NA, not aware in the chat box. If you have heard about attribute agreement analysis before, okay? Everybody, just type A for aware. Aware meaning at least you have heard about it. And N is not aware. Sir, पहली बार सुन रहा हूं. First time I am listening to this. Okay, so a lot of people are not aware. Some people are aware, yes. But the aware people are in minority today. Not aware ka majority hai. It doesn't matter. We'll start from the scratch. So let's begin. Take your notes. I'm just sharing my screen right now, which is my whiteboard, my favorite whiteboard. Super. Chaliye. So what is attribute agreement analysis? Before that, let's try to understand this. In the Lean Six Sigma, basically, we reduce our variation. Now, this is a Six Sigma tool. Okay, Six Sigma, we focus on the reduction of variation. And whatever variation. Now, if you really see, when we do cause and effect, right? Fishbone, everybody knows, right? Correct? Fishbone analysis, everybody knows. Give me yes, no in the chat box. Yes, everybody must be aware of this, right? So here we have man, we have method, we have material. Yes, what else? We have measure, we have machine, we have mother nature, and what is the sixth one? Yes, Ishikawa. So this is the defect or rejection or defect. Which one is the sixth one, guys? Everybody. Yeah, mother nature तो लिख लिया मैंने. हाँ, sixth one is measurement. So now understand this. Understand this. The statistics rule, the rule of variation. Why are we doing sigma, Six Sigma? Because more the variation, you remember, more the variation. Just understand the fundamental first. That will be a great help. Now, this is the bell-shaped curve, which we have already heard about it, right? If there is a more variation, this is my specification limit, my lower specification, and my upper specification limit. And whatever goes beyond specification limit, it's called as defect or rejection. Everybody's clear about it? More variation, more rejection. Everybody type this. As Harsh ji has typed this, more variation, more rejection. Very simple funda. Jitna zyada variation, utna zyada rejection. Okay, everybody understand this. Very, very important. Okay. So more variation, more rejection. Less variation, less rejection. Very simple. If we bring the process in the center, which means the variation is less and my rejection is less, because lot of data will be within the specification limit. Correct? Now, everybody's clear with this, now? More variation, more the rejection. Because sometimes you are going outside the specification limit, which is acceptable by the customer. Correct? Now, we are finding out in Six Sigma focuses on variation. And in Six Sigma, basically, we find out what are the reasons for the variation. Yes? And in Fishbone, we find out 6 categories of the reason. Man, what is the variation because of man? What is the variation because of method? What is the variation because of material? What is the variation because of machine? What is the variation because of mother nature? And the 6th one is what is the variation because of measurement? And today's topic is all about focusing on this 6th one, which is called measurement variation. Are you clear? Just type yes in the chat box. So we are going to focus upon the measurement factor today. Okay, one of the 6th bone, which is 6th bone of our fishbone analysis, which is measurement. Okay, and in Six Sigma, there is a complete, complete topic given. And that topic is called as measurement system analysis. Write this down. MSA. Everybody type MSA in the chat box. MSA stands for measurement system analysis. Measurement system analysis. MSA. All right. Now, here. MSA, measurement system analysis. Now, the senior people, understand this. The people who want to become the trainers in Six Sigma, see the first question I asked, how many of you are aware of AAA? Okay, there are 80% people who are not aware. So I started with the basic. What is the basic? More variation, more rejection. There are 6 kinds of M's. Okay. And today we are talking about this measurement. Are you understanding? So always start from the basic, then people will connect the topic. If you directly start the topic, people will not connect with the topic. Are you understanding this? The people who are the senior people, okay, black belt certified, MBB batch people. Are you clear with this? Because you are becoming the trainer. You are trainer in making right now. Okay. This is how even the very new people are there. You should be able to handle this. Okay. Now coming back to MSA. Now measurement system analysis. There are 2 types. Okay. How many types of data we have? How many types of data do we have? Type in the chat box. 2 types of data. One is continuous data and the discrete data. Remember that? Continuous data is the data which is measured. And discrete data is the data which is counted. Correct? The measured data is continuous and the count data is discrete. How many pass, how many fail, how many accept, how many reject is discrete data. And 1.5 centimeter, 1.6, 1.7 centimeter, 2 kg, 2.1 kg, 2.3 kg. Okay, this is called continuous data. Okay. So when we have continuous data, we use gauge R and R, GRR. And when we have discrete data, we use AAA, which is the today's topic, attribute agreement analysis. Just try to understand this. There is a topic, there is a subject, there is a big science called measurement system analysis, and such a beautiful science. I'll explain you why I said that. Okay. Now, in the fishbone analysis, we have seen that one of the factor which can create variation is the measurement system itself. Okay. Now, what are included in the measurement system? There is a person who is measuring, and there is an equipment in which we are, we are measuring that. Are you understanding? So there is a person, there is an equipment, both together forms measurement system. And that also can create the variation. Yes or no? I'll give you example. Correct. Let's say the diameter of any pen. Let's say diameter of the pen. Let's say this is the pen, and I want to measure the diameter of this. So if there is an error in, let's say my spectacles are not proper, my eyesight is not proper, the lighting is not proper, okay, my equipment is not calibrated, it is not giving me the right result. I'm not trained person how to take the diameter. I don't know that. Okay, all the basic things. If these kinds of factors are there, obviously there will be variation in the measurement. Yes or no, everybody? Obviously there will be variation in the measurement. Yes or no, everybody? Are you understanding this? Are you understanding? Just type yes in the chat box. Have you understood this? There are a lot of factors while taking the measurement. Correct? While taking the decision, there are a lot of factors which can create the variation. So what statisticians say, if your variation, if this is your total variation of the process, okay, your measurement system variation should not be more than 10%. So if this is your total variation of your system, your process, your measurement system, your MS measurement system variation, I can say measurement system variation, MSV. So your measurement system variation should be less than 10%. That's what expected by the statistician. So how do we quantify this 10%? And that's where measurement system analysis comes into picture. It is nothing but to quantify, write this down, to quantify variation because of measurement system. Write this down. Only because of measurement system. Okay? Only because of measurement system. What is the variation which is induced in the system? Only because of the measurement system, and that is called measurement system analysis, to quantify, okay, the variation. So one is the actual process variation, and other is because of the measurement system, what is the variation? Are you clear? The fundamental is clear. So we are quantifying what kind of variation is there in the measurement system, and that technique is called MSA. Just give me yes in the chat box if you have understood the basic funda. If basic funda is clear, just give me yes in the chat box. Clear hai? Super, very simple. Okay, very nice. Chalo. So इसको हम लोग practically सीखेंगे. Discrete. So today we are not covering gauge R&R. Today we are covering discrete data attribute agreement analysis. Now, where do we use this? Okay, where do we use this? I'll give you a few examples. Okay. Now, if you are in a bank and there is a credit department, okay, and those people are basically checking the loan files, and they are accepting the file or rejecting the file. Okay, they are outputting, they will check the file, they will check the documents, they will accept the file or they will reject the file. What kind of data is it? Is it a continuous data or is it discrete data? Type in the chat box. Whether it is continuous data or discrete data, type in the chat box, everybody. Simple. It is discrete data, accept, reject, go, no go, yes, no, correct? So in this case, we can go for attribute agreement analysis, where we will take three credit managers or three credit checkers and give them same file to check. Are you understanding? All right. So let's say, for example, if there are three people, okay. Or have you taken the note of this? Shall I remove this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Funda clear hai ye? Just give me yes. Very good. Or take a screenshot quickly. super. Chalo. So now let's understand this. So let's say there is person A, person B, and person C. There are three people. And let's say file number 1 is given. Let's say A accepts the file. Okay, B also accepts the file and C also accepts the file. Okay, this phenomena, it's called reproducibility. Write this down. What is that? If all of them give the same result, it is called reproducibility. Now the same file, file number A, will be given to this person A and B and C, file number 1. Not only once, it will be given multiple times. So I will give file number 1 to A 3 times. If all the 3 times he has given the same reading, except, this is called repeatability. Write this down. Repeatability is ability to give the same reading by the same person again and again. It's called repeatability. Ability to repeat the same reading. So repeatability is individual, reproducibility is across the team. Are you clear with this fundamental? Just type yes in the chat box. Clear hai everybody? Okay. So there are few norms for repeatability and reproducibility. Okay. Which are given in basically a AIAG manual. Can just make a note of just for your information. Okay. What is AIAG? AIAG stands for, it's an automotive body which basically defines this. Okay. Automotive Industry Action Group. It is called Automotive Industry Action Group. Okay. So according to them, you should take 10 samples. You should take, say, 10 samples. You should take 3 people or 3 appraisers. And you should take 3 readings or 3 trials. So every person will check that sample 3 times. So total 10 into 3 into 3. So total you will have 90 readings with you. So this is according to AIAG manual. Clear, everybody? You take 10 samples. That means you take 10 files of various people. Take 3 people, person A, B, C. And every file you have to give after some certain gap. Okay. Every file has to be given after a certain gap to the same person to check repeatability and reproducibility. Okay. Apart from that, there is somebody called standard who is maybe head of the department. Understand this. Now, head of the department who will have the final say on the file, the final approver, that will be considered the standard. Okay. So that will define how accurate are these people on their judgment. Okay. So standard will be standard, or some people call it as truth as well. Truth. Okay. So standard also will be there, who can be a senior person, top management person, head of the department, who is the approver of the final approver, basically. So all these credit managers, they will check their accuracy with the truth, with the standard. Okay. So let me first, so are you clear? The fundamental clear is up. So we'll do directly practically. Sample size and people can vary, or that will be fixed. So ideally speaking, take this 10, 3, 3. Ideally speaking, if let's say you have only 2 people, you can go for 2 people. Okay. But there are again pros and cons for that. Better to go with this standard 10, 3, 3. Okay. That will be always recommended. Okay. Chalo. So let me just share you a file and I will give you some homework as well. Okay. Now, AIAG is Automotive Industry Action Group. Automotive Industry Action Group. Okay. I'm just sharing one file of Minitab. You can just, if you are with your laptop right now, you can just check this file out. Okay. The file name is AAA. Just open this file, guys. If you have Minitab with you, you can open this file. The file name itself is AAA Attribute Agreement Analysis. Once you open the file, let me know in the chat box. File opened. Yeah, the same file, same file. I will share twice because some people are traveling or some people may be having a weak, what you can say, internet connectivity. So that's why I've given twice. Yes, open the file. Once opened, let me know in the chat. Very good. Done? Okay. So before that, what we'll do is we will create a worksheet for AAA data collection. Okay. How to create the worksheet? That is something we will do first. Okay. How to create the worksheet. Now let's go to stat. First, we will create the worksheet. Okay. Then I will explain how to analyze it. Go to stat, go to quality tools, create attribute analysis, attribute agreement analysis worksheet. Just follow this path. Stat quality tools, create attribute agreement analysis worksheet. Once you've opened it, let me know in the chat box. This kind of worksheet will be there. Yes, open. So this window will open. So here you can see here there are, just go from the left side top. Okay. So there are 4 drop down options here. Sample standard attribute unknown. That means what is the result of this, we don't know. Okay, so let's select this unknown. वैसे रहने दो. Okay, उसमें कुछ नहीं करेंगे. Number of samples, let's make it 10. We will take 10 samples. Anything beyond 10, if your management agrees with that, it's okay. Okay, and if it is not cost, what you can say, very expensive for you to measure, you can go for 20, 30 samples as well. But it will again consume a lot of time. So here, if you want to give the sample name, let's say in case of the files, okay, the loan files, okay. So you can give the person's name, the person who's the applicant, okay, उनके नाम दे सकते हो. As of now, let's give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only, okay. Now number of appraisers are 3, so let's keep it 3 over here. And appraiser name is, let's say, I will give Suresh, Nilesh, and Mahesh. I'm just giving 3 random names. Suresh, Nilesh, and Mahesh. These are 3 appraisers. You can give your own names. Then number of replicates. These are number of trials, basically. Okay, number of replicates, we will do it for 3. So every person, so you can see here, there are only 3 main categories. So 10 samples here, 3 people, 3 appraisals, and 3 replicates, meaning 3 trials. Okay. So 10 into 3 into 3 is equal to 90. So this is what we have created our 90 data points. Are you clear with me right now? Just give me a yes in the chat box if it is clear. Clear hai everybody? Very good. Anybody behind, let me know. We will just wait for you. Okay, just click on OK. And look at this. This entire worksheet is created. Okay. So what is this? So sample number 5. Now look at this. Sample number 5. The first is run order. Run order meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So there will be 90 readings over here. Okay. Scroll down to 90 readings. Okay. So the sequence is there. And sample number 5. So now this is a randomized sequence. That's why samples are also randomized. Look at it. So sample 5 has to be given to Suresh. And here is Suresh will give his verdict. Okay. Or you can see, the reading, maybe you can see. Okay. So let's say Suresh accepts it. And now here there is a standard. So next to Suresh, there will be a standard. So standard, you can already show these 10 articles or 10 files or whatever it is. And you can always take the decision already, in advance from the standard. Okay. So if standards also accepts it, then Suresh takes the second reading of the first sample and he rejects it. But actually standards accepts it. Data not opened in tabular form. Which data? That horizontal tabular form, is it? No, it's okay. No, see, this is where see, that data was actually the ready-made data for the analysis. So this is how actually we have to conduct. Practically, this is how we have to conduct. Okay. Yes, Shantanu I will share once again. So go to stat and go to quality tools, create attribute agreement analysis. Select 10 samples here. Look at this. Select 10 samples. Select 3 appraisals. Give the appraisal names and the 3 replicate, meaning the 3 trials. Once you do that, just click on OK and you will get this format ready-made. Your sequence might be different. Okay. Everybody's sequence might be different. Yes or no? Or do you have the same sequence 5, 1, 10, 3, 6, 8? ऐसा ये sequence है या आपका different है? Yes, it is different. Okay. यहाँ पे एक टेक्निक है, बट मैं एनीवेज मैं बाद में कवर करूंगा उसको. लेट्स focus here only. Okay, clear? So reading, so you have to take that. Suresh will take the 10th number reading, then he will accept it. The second one, he will accept it, accept, reject, accept, like this. Then we will collect the data and then we'll start the analysis. Clear, everybody? How to create the worksheet, how to perform the attribute agreement analysis. Now we will go for the analysis of it. Attribute agreement analysis we have performed practically and collected the data. Now we will go for the statistical analysis of it. Clear, everybody? Till now, just give me yes in chat box. Yahan tak clear hai? Super clear? Just give me yes. Okay. सिर्फ 2-3 ही यस आ रहा है मुझे. बाकी के लोगों को क्या हुआ? Are you following with me or you have lost the connection in between? If you have lost in between, let me know. I will come back again and take you here. Okay. Don't worry. Do not shy for asking the question. All right. So right now, where have you reached, Basavraj ji? Can you just let me know in the chat box? Where have you reached? So that I can take you from here to here. You have opened Minitab software. You have Minitab with you. If you have Minitab with you, that will be easier for you to understand. No, now for this, you don't require any file. For this, you don't require any file. Of course, I will share the file, but for this, you don't require any file because we have created a new worksheet. If you don't have Minitab, no worries. Okay, I will show you from where you can take the Minitab. if you don't have Minitab right now, or you're traveling, you don't have laptop, desktop in front of you. Okay, so just observe this. Okay, just observe whatever we are doing. Whenever you are there in front of Minitab in laptop, then you can practice this, whatever we are discussing. Okay. Okay. Now, before we go ahead, where can you use this in your company, in your process? Type in the chat box. Where in your process there is an attribute data, where you can use this. Type in the chat box where you can use this. Think about it. Scratch your head. Practical, I will explain you the analysis, but practical is very important. Yeah, but what will you check? Chetan ji, very nice. Quality control lab में आप क्या check करोगे? What will be the discrete data you will check? Type in the chat box. Tablet sample testing. Which parameter of tablet? Because I think tablet sample testing will be continuous data. Most of them will be continuous, right? Only accept reject. If you have accept reject, then that can be, considered here. Dimension. Again, dimension are the continuous data. Go, no go. Yes. Do you have go, no go in your process? pH value is a continuous data. It's not discrete data. pH is continuous. Go, no go. Yes, you can use go, no go. Yes, that's the right answer. pH value you can go for gauge R&R, not AAA. Training for the team members. Okay, what is the measure? What will be the measure for that? Crimping heights of crimp terminal. Again, it's a height is a continuous data, right? Attrition and retention. Okay. Just think about understand this, guys, understand this. In your case, you might have all the continuous data. So this will not be applicable in your case. Are you understanding this? Even though we are learning this may not be applicable in your case. It's absolutely fine. Are you clear? ऐसा नहीं है कि every project में हमें AAA करना ही है. No. If you have a discrete data where people are creating variation in that's where you have to select attribute agreement analysis. Are you clear with this? Just like, yes. If you are HR professional, this is very important. If you are HR professional, you are recruiting somebody. Okay. You are selecting the candidate or rejecting the candidate. That can be a fantastic attribute agreement analysis. Clear hai? Yes? Just type yes in the chat box. Attribute agreement analysis. Interview के लिए तीनों लोग interview लेंगे अलग-अलग लोगों को. And then they will identify whether the person is pass or fail. That is attribute agreement. Clear? Chalo, fantastic. Chalo. Now let's go back to the data. Go back to the file which I've shared with you. Okay, the file name is AAA, attribute agreement analysis. This one. Can you just open this? Now, how do you go back to this file? Just click on this. Click on this show worksheet folder. Okay, or just press Control Alt Delete. Okay. Yeah, aesthetic, very good. Aesthetic, okay or not okay. That also is an attribute data. Okay, very good. So if you click on this show worksheet folder, click on this. On the left hand side, you will find AAA MTW. MTW is Minitab worksheet. Just double click on that. You will open this file. Open, everybody. Just give me yes in the chat box. Super. Just give me everybody just give me confirmation so that I can explain you this. So try to understand. These are very good. So this is officer A data. This is officer A data. Clear? So 3 times, and these are the 10 samples. Clear? So we have taken 10 samples, 3 officers, and every officer has taken data or trial thrice. And the final one is standard or the truth. Okay, and it is yes and no. It is just like accept or reject data. Clear? So data समझ में आ गया? Just type yes in the chat box. Have you understood the data? So the first sample, officer 1 said no, he has rejected it. No, rejected, no, rejected. Okay. So if he's saying no, 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 it is called repeatability. Okay. And if all of them are saying no, 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 then it is called reproducibility. Clear, everybody? Repeatability and reproducibility. Are you clear? Just type yes in the chat box. Okay. Now let's find out repeatability manually. Repeatability and reproducibility manually calculate करेंगे. Then we will go with the software. Okay. Software से calculate करेंगे. First, let's find out manually. Just focus in this area. Just focus this officer 1 का area. Focus करो. ठीक है. Now the first reading, no, no, no. Okay, so repeatable. Second, yes, yes, yes. Repeatable. Third, no, no, no. Fourth, yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Yes, yes, yes. And no, no, no. So he is 100% repeatable. Everybody got this? He is 100% repeatable. So it is individually, he is 100% repeatable. Are you clear with the just type yes in the chat box? Similarly, find out for officer B and find out for officer C. This is officer B data. And this is officer C data. Can you give me officer B percentage in the chat? What is the repeatability percentage of officer B? Just watch very closely. Observe very closely. B, last one is different, is it? Okay, fantastic. So this one has some problem. So it is 90% repeatability. Yes or no? Everybody got it? 90% repeatability. What about officer number C? So officer number C has a challenge over here, second, and has a challenge over here, the second last. So he has got 80%. Yes, everybody? So the second and the ninth reading, he has got some messed up. Okay, so repeatability has deteriorated there. So he has got 80%. Clear hai? Why not 95 in B? So there are 9 times, what can I say? 9 times he has given a right reading out of 10. That's why it is 90%. That's it. So because there are 10 readings, no? Because there are 10 samples. Okay. Yeah, got it? Yeah. Very good. Very good. Clear, everybody? So repeatability clear? Just give me a. So 100, 90 and 80 are respective repeatability of officer A, officer B and officer C. Clear? Simple? Very good. Now let's find out reproducibility. Now for reproducibility, you have to check this line, okay? No, 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 no. So everybody is saying no. Now let's not consider truth here. Truth ko yahan pe consider mat karo right now, okay? So this is repeatable. Let's go for the second one. This is not repeatable because here it is failing, okay? Third one, again not repeatable. Sorry, reproducible, not repeatable, reproducible. Okay. Yes, reproducible, 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 not reproducible, not reproducible. So the reproducibility percentage is 60%. Everybody got it? Out of 10, 6 times they have achieved the reproducibility. Everybody clear? Manually also you can calculate repeatability and reproducibility. Very simple. But now here in this attribute agreement analysis, there are some statistics involved. Okay. This is the simple version of it. Now let's go a little deeper and calculate a fleece kappa value. What is that? Okay. Now, whenever we have GRR, understand this, huh? Whenever we have gauge R and R in the continuous data, okay, when we have continuous data, if the GRR score percentage, okay, if the percentage GRR, now understand this is very, very interesting. If the percentage here, now let me just give you both, okay, triple A, which is discrete data. All right. Here in this case, it is kappa value, K double PA, kappa, K double PA, Felice kappa. Actually, it's a name of the scientist, Felice kappa. Okay. So, what Felice kappa value says, try to understand is, if it is 0 to 0, meaning this is 1 to 0.9, it is excellent. 0.9 to 0.7, still acceptable. And if it is less than 0.7, it needs improvement. Okay. Similarly, in the gauge R and R, what happens is anything between 100% to 90%, it is excellent. Between 90% to 70%, it is still acceptable. 70% is still acceptable. And less than 70%, basically it needs improvement. No, मैंने कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया, एक मिनट. No, wait. For GRR, I think मैंने उल्टा लिख दिया. Just a second, ना. Just give me a second. GRR का थोड़ा उल्टा रहेगा. एक मिनट. Let me just write once again, okay? So GRR score is, इसके exactly उल्टा रहेगा GRR score का, which is 0 to 10%, which is excellent. Okay. 10 to 30%, it is still acceptable. And if it is greater than 30%, it is rejected. ये लिख लीजिए, this is right. हाँ, okay, clear? तो GRR का मैंने उल्टा लिखा था. अभी इसको लिख लीजिए. So these are basically similar kind of fundamentals, only some calculations are different. Clear? Just take a screenshot or just give me yes in the chat box. Super clear? Now, how do we calculate this kappa value? We will do it, okay? Share your screen. अभी share screen है, आपको screen दिख रहा है मेरा? Is my screen visible to you? Okay, you're not able to see my screen, is it? NS, so who is NS? I don't know. Somebody is not able to see my screen. I don't know. Actually, I'm just writing on the background of the yellow this Minitab exercise only. Okay. Yes. Chalo. So let's do this exercise now. Let me remove this. Let's do this exercise. Go to stat. How do we find out this kappa value? To stat, quality tools, attribute agreement analysis. Stat, quality tools, attribute agreement. I just follow this. Just below that, create attribute agreement analysis worksheet. Okay. Once you click on that, this will appear. Now, because we have multiple columns, we will select this option, multiple column option. Okay, just click on this. and click over here. On the left hand side, all the columns name will appear. Sample, officer A, trial 1, officer A, trial, etc. Okay. Now let's listen to me very carefully. In the multiple column, you need to select. Now listen to me very carefully here. Just click on officer A, trial 1. Everybody just click on officer A, trial 1. मैं फिर से एक बार रिपीट करता हूं ये स्टैट quality tools attribute agreement analysis. Okay, click on multiple columns. First click here, then all these column names will appear. Okay, yes, we can calculate manually as well. If you wish, I can give you the formula, but थोड़ा टाइम कंज्यूमिंग है. हम लोग मास्टर ब्लैक बेल्ट में करते हैं उसको. एमबीबी लेवल में हम लोग मैन्युअली करते हैं कैलकुलेट. Anyway, coming back to multiple columns, select officer A, click on shift and select officer C, trial 3. So all, this shift करके वो select करो and just click on select. So all the columns will get selected. समझ में आ गया? I repeat again. I remove all the columns. Select officer A, trial 1. Shift officer C, trial 3. So everything will get selected. Click on select. Okay. Number of appraisals, 3 number of appraisals. Number of trials, 3 trials. Appraisal names, let's give A, B, and C, right? Officer A, officer B, and officer C. So let's give A, B, C. And what is the known standard? Click on this and select the truth column. Double click on truth. That's it. Everybody selected this. Just give me yes in the chat box. Everybody selected this. Give me yes. Very good. So just click on OK. First, you would have received this graph. Just give me yes if you have. Super. Now let's try to understand this. This is within appraisal. This is nothing but, what is that? Repeatability. And this is accuracy of repeatability. I'll explain you that. Okay. Now, what is repeatability? We have already seen the first person's repeatability was 100%. Yes or no? Do you remember it was 100%? The second was 90%. The third was 80%. Yes or no? Everybody remembers? Confirm this in the chat box. Yes, just type yes in the chat box. Super. You guys are awesome. हाँ जी, हो गया. Then what is this appraisal versus standard? ये क्या है? This is everybody with respect to the standard. What does it mean? It means, let's say, when this person is 100% repeatable with himself, what is with compare with the standard? Let's say he is saying yes, 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 and if standard is also saying yes, that is called accuracy of repeatability. That means he's accurate. He's repeatable and his repeatability is accurate as well. Are you clear with this? Just like this in chat box. So in this regard, the first person is 100% accurate with repeatability. The second person is 80% and the third person is also 80% accurate with repeatability. Clear? Graph clear hai? Just give me yes in the chat box. Super clear? Okay. See, इसको ना आप try करके देखिए अपने. If you have a discrete data in your company, in your process, you just try this out. That will give you a lot of clarity. Okay. Now let's go to the statistical part of it. Go to the sessions window here. Just see my cursor. See my cursor here, sessions window. Okay. So just click on this sessions window. Look at my cursor here, guys. I'm just opening the session window and I'm just scrolling it up. And I'm coming at the top right now. Everybody got it? Sessions window open hua, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. So there are a lot of numbers, lot of statistical data here. Okay. Now understand this level, we will just understand the fleece kappa value. And that is the most important value. Okay, I'll just quickly explain you what is this. Okay, now look at this. This is within appraisals. They have inspected 10 samples. The first appraisal, all, so 100% matching. The second appraisal, 90% repeatability. Third appraisal, 80%. That is what is given here. Okay. Then, second. Look at this. Then comes this statistic of repeatability. Repeatability ke liye hai. Okay, this is only for repeatability. So this kappa value is 1. 1 is the highest kappa value. For the second appraisal, which is the appraisal B, is 0.86. And for C, it is 0.65. And what is the formula to calculate? There is a formula, but little complicated formula to calculate kappa value. Okay, it will take half an hour, 45 minutes. I will take a manual kappa calculation ka complete ek bar se session lunga. Generally, we do it in master black belt level. Okay, manually you can do kappa calculation. Okay, what is standard error of kappa? Standard error is nothing but similar to standard deviation. It's a variability of the kappa value. Whatever readings you have taken, no? What is the variability of that reading? That is what the standard error of kappa. And what is the z-score? Z-score is nothing but your capability of that kappa. Okay. So how do we arrive at z-score? Kappa divided by standard error. So z is equal to, in this regard, kappa value divided by standard error of kappa value. You'll get a z-score. Okay. And then the p-value, which is simpler, our probability value. If it is less than 0.05, it is significant data, significant value. Okay. Anyways, we are interested in kappa value only. So this is called repeatability kappa value. Okay. Clear? Everybody clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. Yeah, let's move ahead. Let's scroll it down. Now, this is called appraisal with the standard, which is the accuracy of repeatability. And for that, they have calculated the accuracy. Again, here, 100%. If you remember the right-hand side wala graph, right? The left-hand side wala graph, if I go again, this one, so I'm talking about this graph. Second one, accuracy of repeatability. Okay, clear hai? Again, going back to this. So look at this. So 100%, the first one is 100%. Second and third one are 80%. Accuracy of repeatability. Clear? All right. Look at this. So what is this assessment disagreement? See, initially, you might feel it a little complicated, but I will make it very simple. I'm just explaining you the details of this, but I will make it very simple. Okay. Now, what is assessment disagreement? This means appraisal A, okay, there is no zero assessment disagreement. That means every time he said yes, okay, the truth also said yes. Are you understanding? Clear? Now, here, the B has got 10%, which is one time he said yes and truth was different. Okay. And for the C, there is 2 times. Okay. This is exactly same as your opposite to your repeatability. You remember your repeatability score 100%, 90% and 80%. Remember that? This is ability to repeat. Okay. What is remaining is these numbers 0%, 10% and 20%. Clear everybody? These are those numbers. Just give me yes in the chat box. Okay. Repeatability when it is 100. What is assessment disagreement? 0. When it is 90%, assessment disagreement 10%. When it is 80%, assessment disagreement 20%. Clear? Okay. Super. Now, if you have any doubt in this, let me know the doubt in the chat box. Okay. What we are interested in is this. So this is what we are interested in. So between appraisal, this is basically is reproducibility. Remember that reproducibility. So the reproducibility kappa value is this. So these guys have a very poor, what you can say reproducibility 0.65. Okay. And the final kappa is this one, or appraisals versus standard, which is accuracy of reproducibility. And this is this one. Are you clear? Which is, so this is the final kappa value. So what you need to do is you do collect the data, put the data in the Minitab and check this final kappa value. And I have already given you this number. Okay. 0 to 0.9, excellent. 0 to 9 to 0.9 to 0.7, still acceptable. Below 0.7, then there is a huge scope for improvement. Okay. You need to improve. Sometimes you can reject. You need to reassess the entire, what you can say, entire analysis again. Clear? So this is called attribute agreement analysis, which is where, so this is where, see, when I say 0.7, it means it is nothing but we are saying that, okay, the variation in the process, in the system is there. We are not saying it is 100% accurate, but it is still acceptable range. Okay. So we can still go ahead, collect the data, and then we start the analysis of the data. Okay. Yeah, this is acceptable, but not excellent. Exactly. There is a scope for improvement. See, even acceptable also, we can improve further. Huh? We can improve further. For example, if I go here, you can see here, I will still give the training to B and C appraiser. Yes or no? Okay. Are you understanding? We can still get the, give the training to B and C. Okay. A is doing a fantastic job. So maybe A can give training, or the standard person can give the training to B and C, so that their numbers can go even further. Okay. So the standard value is this one only. The final value, this one. Okay. The Fleece kappa statistic. This is what we are basically looking for. Clear? And then so feed the data and come to this analysis and just check kappa value, and according to kappa value, they decide. Okay. Clear everybody? Just type yes in the chat box. And this is something which is called attribute agreement analysis. If you have discrete data, before now when do we do this? Before we analyze the data, we actually check whether any measurement system variation is there or not. Okay. Now understand this. Again, going back to the same philosophy. Look at this. This is my total variation of the process, right? If my actual variation of the, the measurement variation is less, then I can actually focus on the process variation. Are you understanding? Once it is under control, once the measurement system is under control, then I can focus on the remaining ones, which is man, machine, method, material, etc., etc. Clear? First measurement should be within the control. Then we can focus on the other. If measurement variation is very high, okay, so variation in the measurement itself is very high, then if you go and sabotage with the process variation, so process might be stable. Understand this. Your process might be stable, but measurement is creating some variation, and you are attacking on the process. So it is like, problem is somewhere, and you are giving the what you can say solution somewhere else. Okay, पैर में दर्द है और आप मलम लगा रहे हो सर पे. It will be like that. Clear, everybody? So this is how quantification of this happens. Clear? Super. Any question you have? Just type in the chat. I'll just close this. Yeah. Any question? Oh, ये करना. Super. Now, for the question and answer, we just raise the hand. Okay. Super. See, question ना होने के दो reason होते हैं. Reason number 1, you have understood everything. Reason number 2, everything was a bouncer. वो क्या था समझ भी नहीं आया. What is the first one? Is you have understood everything. Second one is you have not understood anything. Just type 1 or 2 in the chat box. What is your reason? 1 is understood everything. 2 is not understood everything. In both these cases, you will say, okay. So understood everything. Fantastic. So good. For me, it took a lot of time to understand these basic concepts. Okay. So that's good that you guys are smart generation now. So you understand faster. All right. Super. So the people, everybody, I hope you guys, yeah, any question, by the way, raise your hand and we will go one by one. Yeah, Ashwini, you haven't understood. Fantastic. So what specific thing you have not understood, let me know in the chat box, or you can just let me know, or you can unmute yourself and speak with me. And I can basically help you out. Yes. Ashwini, from which, what you can say, which industry you're from? And again, if you don't have the attribute data or discrete data, okay. See, attribute data and discrete data is absolutely fine. Okay. Yeah. You can check the video later. But if you have any doubt right now, okay. Okay. So you join in between. Oh, I got it. Yeah. So there is high possibility if you have joined in between, then some part of it you might have missed. Okay. No issues. You must check the recording. And everybody knows that, right? Where we get the recording, everybody knows about it. Where do we get the recording from? Type in the chat box. Masterclass archive. Fantastic. Okay, so there is a folder called Masterclass archive in your LMS system. Okay, so this is where in that Masterclass archive you will get your all this recording. Okay, so you can check them multiple times. You can just increase the speed of that. If you have already attended it, you want to increase the speed, you can increase it to 1.25, 1.5, 2. ऐसे आप कर सकते हो. Okay, just to speed up the revision. All right. Yes, Subhash ji, you can just unmute and ask the question, please.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, yesterday I was going through the material that we have for the green belt, and I had a issue in understanding in calculation of standard values and z values.
Standard deviation?
Sir, the name of that curriculum, that particular chapter had a standard value and z value calculation only.
Got it. I understood what basically you are referring to. Okay, so I just going to my whiteboard. All right, so you are referring basically to, there is called standard normal distribution. Okay, standard normal distribution curve. So it must be a diagram like this.
Right, correct? Sir. Right.
And there will be division of this entire diagram, okay, into various shades, right? So this is called basically, this diagram is called standard. We can just make a note of this: standard normal distribution. Distribution. Okay. Standard normal distribution, you can say diagram or the curve. Okay. Now, in this standard normal distribution, this value is considered as 0 at the central value of it. Okay. Now, then this is, okay, this is what this region, understand it, this region is, this region is plus and minus 1 standard deviation. Okay. Now this region is 1 plus and minus 1 standard deviation, where, now understand this, if your z value, okay, if your z value comes here, I'll give you this. This region is between these two regions. This is plus and minus 2 standard deviation. And this region is plus and minus 3 standard deviation, so on and so forth. So this has been calculated. So there is some standard numbers between plus and minus 1 sigma, almost how much? I think 65% of the data will fall, right? Plus 2 and minus 2 standard deviation, almost 95% data will fall. That these numbers might be a little different, but I'm just giving you some idea. Okay, now between this 99.3% data will fall. Okay, and between plus 3 and plus 6 and minus 6 standard deviation, 99.999936%, 34. Right, na? Ha, 99.99936, right? ऐसा ही है ना? Or 76 or 66, sorry, 66, not 66. 99.99966. 3 times 9 and then 66. Okay, that much of data will fall. Now, what is this z? Now, this is called standard normal distribution. See, the z score is nothing but actually if the the process standard deviation, if you calculate the standard deviation of your process, okay, there is something called z table. Have you heard about z table, Subhash ji? Yeah, you must have seen the z table, right? जो हम लोगों ने सुना है क्या? Yes, ना? Okay. So in the z table में क्या calculate करते हैं हम लोग? Actually, this is nothing but area under curve. Area under curve. Okay. So in the z table, this area basically is calculated. Okay. So let's say your z value is somewhere around here. So what is your basically what is your DPMO score? What is your process capability? That is actually calculated. So this is standard normal distribution curve. ये reason है basically. How much distribute data is between that region, that area, that is basically shown there. That's it. उतना ही आप समझ लीजिए उसको. Clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. So ये जो percentage है ना, that is what that means. इसका मतलब if my process, now understand this, if my z, I'll give you even simpler version of this. Everybody knows that now when I say 6 sigma, okay, this 6 number is a z value. Are you understanding? So when my process sigma is 1 sigma process, my 65% data will fall within the specification limit and remaining will be the rejection. 35% will be rejection. Okay. When my process is 2 sigma process, 95% will fall within specification limit. Remaining will be rejection. When my process is 3 sigma process, 99.3% will fall within, 0.7% will be rejection. Clear? When my process 6 sigma process, 99.99966% will fall within specification and 0.00034 will be a rejection. Clear? Everybody clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. So these are the z numbers basically. So, and these are shown in the standard normal distribution. Okay. Super. Chaliye. So any kind of question, any kind of doubt you have after the live session, okay, get in touch with our mentor's number and we will be more than happy to serve you. Okay. Everybody, please save this number on your mobile phone, and anytime you have got, don't call on this number, because like you guys, we are also giving some training, coaching, consulting to somebody, okay, to our clients. So just send a message, and whenever we see them, whoever sees them first will respond to you. Okay? Clear? Super clear? Just give me yes. And you must have received the tomorrow's link. Please invite as many as people possible. You know the referral bonus scheme, right? Your one referral joins tomorrow, day after. Okay, you get 4,000 rupees cash back for that. Okay, and this offer is limited time offer. So make sure you refer a lot of people and get maximum out of it. Okay, thank you very much for this. Joining this with the same enthusiasm. We'll connect on Monday again with some new topic with the same enthusiasm. Till the time, keep learning, keep growing. This is Dinesh Patil signing off. Good night.